All right, my fans, here we go. Ed Holmes All-Star Promotions is proud to present 4 rounds of boxing in the junior welterweight division. Introducing our referee in charge of this bout, Hall of Famer Dr. Lou Morrell. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing blue trunks, trimmed in white. He is training out of Rose City Boxing Stables in Pasadena, by way of Highland Park. He weighs 142.5 pounds. He is a veteran of 13 professional bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Osman Rivera. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks, trimmed in white and blue. He is hailing out of Kampala, Greece. He weighed in 139.9 pounds. He is undefeated, 4 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Stylianos
As you can clearly see, he definitely does have a lot of support here tonight. So that's gonna play a lot into the judges' hands, as they're gonna be screaming at every blow that he lands.
Every punch is gonna get a reaction.
Okay, and we're off. It's a good first shot by Rivera.
Got 2 140-pounders in the ring. 1 undefeated, 1 with 10 losses.
Papadopoulous is sticking out his left jab. Trying to establish that distance. Rivera's trying to cut that. Jabs of his own. Misses with the wild left hook.
Rivera coming out aggressive. That's what you have to do in a 4-round fight.
Exactly. Some good shots. So now he's keeping his composure though.
He's focused. He's measuring him up. Not getting too wild.
Oh, he catches him with the right.
Good right cross.
This is with that uppercut. Veteran referee tells him to keep it up. Misses with an upper, but still composed. Whoa, that's a good left by Rivera. It looks like Papadopoulous took it pretty well though.
Rivera looking confident out there.
Yeah, he does not look like the underdog. It's pretty even so far. Right by Stylianos.
Once again, that right lands. He has the 2 best punches so far. Good body work.
Yeah. Misses with that upper. It's a good left. Good hook. Oh, it's a good right.
That right is working for him.
Second mark. We're going to see one of them can steal away this round.
Tough round to score.
Yeah, definitely a tough round to score. pretty even round. This is what Rivera wanted coming out, you know, trying to make it even. He didn't want to make himself look like the underdog and started off aggressive, landed some good shots.
You can tell straight off the bat he wanted to earn Papadopoulous' respect.
Exactly.
He stepped in there, threw some big punches.
Exactly. So we had a chance to talk to Stylianos before the fight, and he told us that he wasn't particularly focused on any one style. You know, he said he's just gonna stay focused, you know, showcase what he has, and he's begun that. We're gonna see if he can turn it up a little bit in the next following rounds.
Definitely. He definitely looked focused. He wasn't getting too wild in there.
Exactly. I think that's what Rivera wants him to. He wants him to break the concentration, get a little bit more open, and possibly catch him with something that can hurt him. We're gonna see if anything changes in the following round.
We see Papadopoulos there, Greek fighter. We had a chance to talk to him, and you know, he didn't speak very much English, but he's fighting here in Montebello, trying to make a name for himself.
Takes that body shot there, where he responds with the right, blocks that left, and Rivera coming aggressive.
He's roughing him up in there.
Yeah.
You can tell he has experience.
That's a good body shot right there. It's a good uppercut by Rivera.
Good uppercut. He doesn't look like a guy who's lost 10 fights, I'll tell you that much.
Exactly. Both fighters appear to be in amazing shape. Oh, it's a good left by Papadopoulous. It hurts him a little bit. But Rivera comes back and responds. That one was a little bit low. That's a good hook inside. I think he's a little bit hurt. Rivera cautions the ref that was behind the head. Good body work.
Rivera's doing some good work to the body.
That's a good body shot by Stylianos.
It's a crucial part of the fight. Both guys need this round.
Good body shot by Rivera. With 10 seconds left in the round. It looks like they both abandoned their jab just a bit. Stylianos comes back, catches him with a 1-2.
Good combination at the end by Papadopoulos. Is that enough to win the round, though?
Something with Stylianos, I saw that he had more of the head hunting worries. Rivera was hitting more to the body. But at the end of that round, Stylianos came back with some body shots of his own. So we're gonna see which fighter slows down in the last 2 rounds. And I feel like that's gonna decide who takes the last 2.
It's always good to invest to the body.
Exactly.
But Papadopoulos has landed the cleaner shots.
Would you say you give the second round to Stylianos?
It was a close one, but I think so. He just looked more composed. A lot of times Rivera doesn't have the opportunity to counterattack because he's a bit off balance.
Something that the refs are seeing is like, if you're the underdog, you really have to show something. You really have to win that round. And I feel like Rivera didn't do enough this round. He did leave some body shots, but it was Stylianos that had the cleaner of the shots on that round.
He's making it a fight. He's still in this. It's still a close fight.
Still a close fight.
Good counter.
Both exchanging, but nothing very clean landing as of late.
Both guys trying to establish themselves.
Salas popping that jab out there.
Referee Lomaret not too involved in this fight. That's always a good thing.
It's always a good thing.
Letting them go.
Let them go.
They're fighting at the center of the ring.
He's got his eyes clearly on the fighters, though. Just making sure if there's one punch that lands, he's gonna have his eyes like on that fighter.
Yeah, so far nothing major has landed in this fight.
It's a good body shot by Stylianos on that one.
Rivera slowed down a little bit now. He's slowing down a little bit. In a 4-round fight, you can't really afford to slow down.
He misses with a wild uppercut there. And Stylianos, it seems like he's getting into another gear right now.
He's getting comfortable in the ring now.
Exactly.
He's loosening up. It's a little more bounce in his step now.
It's a good body shot right there. He looked very relaxed when we interviewed him pre-fight. He lands a good right on that one.
Very focused. He hasn't lost focus. You hear his corner here yelling to him in his native language. They sense that. He needs his round. If he wins his round, he's going to be in very good shape.
Oh, good overhand right there.
And Rivera not really changing it up. Rivera leading a lot with the hooks. He needs to keep working on that jab.
Yeah, it seemed like Rivera got a little sloppy in that last round.
Sloppy.
And he wasn't landing anything clear. It seemed as he gets maybe like a little lazy on those jabs. He needs to just relax, get behind that jab again and do what he did in the first round.
Good fight so far.
He's not completely out of this, he's probably just like maybe one or two rounds behind. If he could probably pull it out, he might make it, closer of a fight than it is.
Think we'll see a knockout in the last round? Looks tough, right?
It seems like he needs something big though. Maybe not a knockout, but definitely a powerful shot that can change this bout. So far, how do you have it? 2 rounds to 1?
I mean, it's tough to score. I mean, both guys are not really landing flush. If anything, Papadopoulos has been the only one in this fight who has landed the cleaner punches. 2-1, 3-0, I mean.
I would agree. Papadopoulos comes right away, swinging, good shot. But Rivera answers back. Good exchange here. Great exchange.
They're both coming out
Rivera knows
strong.
This is his best chance.
It's got to be down. It can't be up on there. Sorry.
It's a great exchange there. Good body shot by Stylianos. Oh, it's a good hook. by Stylianos.
Very good hook.
And a good right.
His counters have really been working for him.
Good body shot. And Rivera ties him up. You can tell he's a little bit hurt.
Rivera may be a little gassed too. He came out really strong in that round.
That's a good hook right there on the inside. Another right.
Another right.
Oh, a good overhand.
That right's been landing.
And Rivera smartly ties him up. He's a little dazed, probably not hurt, but when a fighter ties another fighter up, it's because something landed.
Now he has a minute and a half to try to win this round.
That's a good right. It's a good right. Oh, it's a good one. And he's tying him up. He's clearly hurt.
He's a bit stunned.
He's hurt.
He might be hurt.
There's still over a minute left in the round.
Bit of swelling on his face too.
It looks like, oh, he's hurt. He's hurt.
Good right hooks.
Oh, it's a good right upstairs.
Staying composed, Papadopoulos.
It looks like Stylianos is just one clean punch away from truly hurting him.
40 seconds left in this fight. Referee letting him fight it out.
And Rivera seems like he's very tired at this point.
Very tired.
It's a combination of punishment and just
Last 10 seconds.
Great action. Great action to finish the fight. Looks like Stylianos left his mark. He landed more of the crispier punches. And look at that round, Rivera was just trying to survive.
Yes, I agree with that. He did some very good work, Papadopoulos. Rivera started off well, hitting to the body. Looked a little gassed at the end.
So to me, it seems like it was a clear decision for Stylianos Papadopoulos down the stretch.
Yes.
The first round was probably the most competitive of them all. I would have to score this fight maybe 3 rounds to 1 if you could give 1 round to Rivera.
Yeah, that first one was tough.
Sweet.
First one was tough to score, but I just don't see how Rivera did enough to win this fight.
It seemed like if he had kept that same energy, that same composure like he did in the first round, maybe he could have gone his way. But as you can see, he tired down the stretch. He did take a bunch of shots, the cleaning of the shots, and that tells the tale.
And Papadopoulos is really countering him well. He discouraged Rivera from coming in as strong as he did in the first round. Once you get countered, you don't want to keep coming in the same way you did.
And so before the fight, we asked him who his style emulated, and he said that his style was a mix of a bunch of different fighters.
Yes, he didn't give us a particular name. He did say he had a lot of idols in boxing, but he said his goal was to be better than those idols.
That's always a good goal, you know, when you want to pass those guys and you're reaching high.
He's very ambitious.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. Judge at ringside. Tim Chin scores about 39 to 37, while both judges ringside, Tom Carasone and Christy Rosario, scored about 40 to 36 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated.
And the judges saw the fight the way we saw it, you know, unanimous decision for Stylianos and a happy crowd in attendance.
A lot of people cheering for him here. It's the right decision. Fought a very good, smart fight.
Very composed, landed the better of the shots, the cleaner of the shots. Slowed Rivera down a bit, you know, it made him think twice about engaging, and so there you go, Stylianos with the victory, improves his record to 5-0-1.